Okay, this camera is about lightweight bomb. Like, I'm looking. Okay, anyways, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Arri. I'm finally here. And I know it took a long time. I told a lot of people that I was gonna start YouTube way back in February. It is December. Y'all, cut me some slack, okay? I was stressed out. I was trying to graduate and I did it. Let's get into this. So I had a friend, her name is Quana. Quana told me, she was like, girl, I got this new job. It's driving people around. It's cool, like, I'm making $700 a week. You making $700 a week? Girl, sign me up. Like, it was, at the time I was working at Macy's and I was contemplating on if I wanted to leave or not because I was about to transfer from a community college to a university, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do this because y'all want me here at a certain time. I'm trying to be full-time student. This ain't gonna work. So I left and I started doing Uber that summer. It was the summer of 2016. So Quana was like, you just need to sign up, and you need to get an inspection and all of that. And for the inspection, they check your tires, they check your windshield wipers, they check your seatbelt if it's working, your windows, they check to see if your locks are working. Your check engine light shouldn't be on when you're going to get this inspection. I mean, it shouldn't be. After the inspection, you can drive that same day. Like, once you pass, you're good to go. You can go. You can turn it on right when you drive off the inspection lot. It's a Saturday. Get in my car, turn it on. Why did I was sitting there for like 30 minutes and I was like, Quana, oh, I'm not getting anybody. Like, what's going on? She was like, where you at? And I'm not gonna say where I live, but she was like, where you at? And I was like, I'm in so-and-so. And she was like, girl, you gotta go closer to San Francisco. You gotta be in the main Bay Area, because I live in the outer Bay Area. She's like, you gotta go in the main Bay Area to get some people. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, okay. So I get closer, and I ain't go all the way to San Francisco. I just got closer. And I still wasn't getting nobody. And I'm like, okay, it gotta be something wrong with the app or something. So I call Uber, and I'm like, yo, like, it's not working. I'm not getting anybody. And so they were like, oh, because you're under Uber XL. I got a Kia Soul. Why y'all put me under Uber XL? And Uber XL is like, you know, a larger car, and a lot of people don't pick that, obviously, because I wasn't getting pinged. You can make anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a week. You can. But you gotta be out there like 40 hours a week or more to make that much. Like, it's, but you can get a guaranteed 20 to 25 an hour. You can. There was one time where I had one ride, it was super far ride. That trip alone was $100. That ride alone was like 2-3 hours, and I got $100 like that. And I was like, okay, this is what's up. I would say the most I was making, like doing like 20 hours or to 25 hours, maybe about half of 700, maybe about 350 or 400 in a week. They had bonuses where if you made like 40 trips, you would get like an extra 20, not 25, it'll be more than that. If you do like 50 rides, they'll give you like an extra $100 or something like that. Like, they always have bonus. Also, your insurance do go up. Like, if you can get around that, try to get around that. But there's ways. Oh yeah, the best times to go out. Okay, the best times, obviously, you could guess this, is when people have to go to work. A lot of people out in the Bay Area, since it's so crowded, so congested, and we got all types of public transportation, a lot of people aren't driving themselves to work. So they're using Uber, bus, BART, whatever, bike. So the best times is the morning, 6 a.m., actually earlier than that, 5 a.m. to like 9 a.m. And then it will slow down a little bit after that. And then it'll pick back up during lunchtime, slow back down, pick back up when people get off work, 4 to like 7 p.m. So those are times that I would try to go out, but that didn't always happen because, I mean, I'm not an early bird. So the mornings, I would get up, but I would lay right back down. Like, I'm not about to get out this early. Like, there's people that need rides all day. It's just, I just might have to stay out longer to get those peak rides. So with Uber, you don't get to see on your phone what the person looked like. On Lyft, you can, but Uber, you can't. I don't think. The Uber, the app is updated. I believe you can't, though. So you just gotta look around to see who looked lost. Don't expect short rides. Do not expect short rides, because there's been times where I'm like, okay, this is gonna be my last ride. No, it might be your last ride, but that ride might be 2 hours away. So when you get pinged, dropped off the person, all that, pick up a person, drop them off. At the end of the ride, you gotta swipe to complete the trip, and then you can rate them 1 to 5 stars and they can rate you. It's a 50-cent charge to cash out. That money adds up, because if you cashing out every day, I remember my last year taxes, I think from all the times I was cashing out, it added up to $90. That could have been $90 in your pocket. So you want to limit the times that you cash out. Uber pays you every week, so you know, try to make enough money to last you to where you don't have to cash out every day and get that 50-cent charge. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I had to write notes in my phone because it's a lot. It's 2 years worth of information. So I did make a complete circle around the Bay Area. If you've ever been to the Bay Area, we got bridges all over the place, water. It was just crazy. I made a complete circle around the whole Bay Area in one day. I literally went from the East Bay, North Bay, down to San Francisco Peninsula, South Bay, back to the East Bay, all in one day. That must have been like a 10-hour, 11-hour day. I was so tired. I made a lot of money that day. It was worth it, but I never did that again. I'm like, no, this can't be. So on top of people leaving you 1 to 5 star rating, they can leave you a comment. So let's go back to the app. Let's get to the comments. Someone please give me her number. Okay, that's funny. That was I don't remember what he looked like, but that was definitely a dude. And they just be, dudes are funny, I'll just put it that way. Thanks Ariana, they spelled my name wrong. Cool car. I ain't never had a ride like that. LOL, thank you again. I think that dude, I think I let him play his own music. She was so sweet. She saw that I was sick and left me with a bag of cough drops. Great human being. It's great, very friendly, also probably the cutest driver I've had. Okay, let me say this. I did not have a face like this. I was like, you know what, I do not want to have myself done up. I don't know who's gonna be in my car. I don't know who's about to be overly, you know, you just know how guys are. So I was just trying to like not do too much. Thank you so much. You were so pleasant and kind. Didn't want to get out of the car. People are so nice. Prettiest Uber driver I've had. Thank you. Thanks for the bailout about taking me and my bike home. Good luck with the design world. People always ask me what else did I do, and I always told them like I was going to school for fashion design. Smart driver, sweet, nice voice. Nice voice. Good navigation. Hope to see her again. Y'all get it. Okay, so do's and don'ts. The things that I do. I don't drive at night or if I do drive at night, it's only on a holiday, like New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve. Well, I'm saying I drive and I don't drive anymore. I used to drive only on holidays if it was at night. Oh yeah, a lot of drivers have water or have snacks and stuff. I didn't have that. Sometimes I would bring an extra water bottle, but sometimes I didn't. It was like whatever, like, you here in this car to get a ride from me. I am not the supermarket. I am not I mean, it's great, that's great customer service, you know, it is customer service, but you know, I just wasn't about to do all of that. But I had tissue, you know, I had the stuff that was really, really important. Your car will get dirty of debris, like especially when it's raining. People have I don't know, leaves and stuff, the bottom of their shoe. I mean, you're gonna get all that in your car. But I would always clean my car like at least every 2 weeks and not let it get too dirty, of course. I kept my purse on the side of me. Obviously, because I'm having people in my car, random people in my car, I don't want them to get in my purse. I'm not gonna put it in the back seat. I'm not gonna put it in the trunk because people put their suitcase in the trunk. It needs to be near me, out of sight. I did carry mace on my keys. I didn't end up buying a taser till like way later, but I never felt the need to use it on anybody. You don't want to have anything in your trunk because you're gonna have people who, a lot of the people that you pick up are gonna be from the airport, and they're gonna have a bunch of suitcases. Like, you're not gonna have any room for any of your stuff, so you want to have an empty trunk. Oh, the music I play, I usually just play the radio. Not, I mean, it depends on what kind of music. The type of music I would play is just like sometimes R&B, hip-hop, whatever was playing on the radio. Sometimes I would change the station. If people had kids in the car and the lyrics was a little too much, I would just change it. Okay, so scenarios and the type of people that you get. So if you live in a highly populated area with like attractions like the theme park or something like that, you will get people from all over the world. Like, say you live in New York, you live in Miami, you live, you know, the popular places. You're gonna get people from all over the world because they're traveling. So I've gotten people from Paris, I've gotten people from Netherlands, I've gotten people from Mexico, China. I've gotten a lot of people from all over the world. It's super dope, super dope. Dope, but a pain at the same time. Sometimes they don't know where they're going. So it's like, you have to kind of try to figure out, you gotta know your area, and you kind of gotta try to figure out where they're trying to go. So people will be right in front of your car, and they'll be looking all over the place. And I'm just sitting here like, I will call them and be like, hey, so I'm right in front of the so-and-so, right? And they'll be like, I don't see you. My car would literally be right there. I can see them saying, I don't see you. I'm like, look right in front of you, silver. They're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. People are so funny. People are so funny. I don't know why they be looking all over the place, the car right in front of you. Look at the license plate. Anyway, I hate when people stand in like a high traffic area or in a spot where I am not supposed to stop. If it's too hard to get the people, like they in a compromising position, or you gotta make a U-turn where you're not supposed to make a U-turn, cancel. Just cancel, because they can go get somebody else. It's too hard for you to get them. As a driver, if you're in an area that's sketch, like, or looks sketch, take off and get the hell up out of there. I end up either not picking up the person, or I pick them up real quick and I'm getting up out of there. And don't be scared to drive off, because remember, it's your car, and they need a ride from you. So don't be scared to drive off. I really do like the people that don't talk. Like, if you don't feel like talking, shit, I don't feel like talking either. So, because I talk all the time to probably a bunch of people who came in the car before you. So if you don't feel like talking, I'm fine with that. I like people that don't talk. If you say, how you doing? We good, good. Get in the car, buckle up, let's go. That's all the conversation we need. You good. I know where you going. Location is on there. We good. Like I said before, girls, if y'all driving, there will be dudes that come up in the car and try to hit on you. No matter how much you try to look bummy, if you cute, you cute. So they're gonna try to hit on you. I remember I got this man from Paris. He had a little accent or whatever, and I remember he said, let me see, because I have to write everything down because I'd be forgetting. I remember he said, I'd rather look at your eyes than to look at the ocean, or something. He said trying to be slick with it, trying to be smooth with it, and I was like, oh, okay. It was funny, it was cute though. And then he was like, you got a boyfriend? Something he said like that with his accent. Like I can't mimic it, but I was like, yeah. He was like, you not married yet? I'm like, no. He's like, you're not married? He just couldn't believe that I wasn't married. And I was like, no. But I did have this dude in my car. He looks like straight from Greece or something, or the outsiders. Oh my God, he was so cute. He asked me something about his motorcycle. And he was like, should I own a motorcycle? Yeah, you should own a motorcycle. Looking like that. You look like you need to buy a motorcycle. Because I think a lot of people in the city, they don't own a car. But he was thinking about owning a motorcycle. And I was like, yeah, to get around, like, yeah, like, when you get that motorcycle, let me hop on that thing. I'm just playing. So people will call you to pick up their kids, and I know they got this rule now that you can't pick up kids, can't pick up nobody under 18. I did it a couple times, not gonna lie. Like, parents had called me and said like, hey, can you pick up my kid? He's at the skate park, blah, blah, blah. And they could track where you're going, so it's like, I don't know why Uber won't let us, especially if the parent allows you to or gives you permission to. So I've definitely had people that smell bad. Oh my God, this dude smelled so bad. I mean, I knew I was picking him up from work. I don't know where he works, but he smelled so bad, like onions, mush, trash can. Oh my God, he smelled so bad. Oh my God, like I just couldn't believe it. And I couldn't get his smell out of my car for like 3 days. Like, it was in my car for so long. Like, ooh, he smelled so bad. And like, I'm up in the front where I'm driving. He in the back seat on the right. And I had to roll the window down, like, to breathe, like, cause that's how bad it was. That's how musty he was. I think he knew he was musty. Because he had rolled his window down too. And it was a cold day, so I know he wasn't hot, so he knew he was musty. He knew he was musty. I'm just sitting up there trying to hold my breath, trying to breathe. I'm like, ooh, let me just hurry up and drop this dude off. His ride was short, thank God. I dropped him off at home, and I usually have spray in my car too, so I sprayed the whole back seat. I was like, this is ridiculous. You should smell yourself, and you need to carry around deodorant if you smell like that every day after work. Like, that is, oh my God. And then that old lady that was laying down in my back seat, she smelled like old lady perfume. Oh, I couldn't get her smell in my car for a long time either. So let me get to the memorable moments. I would never forget this lady with her child. This child was screaming, crying, didn't want to sit in her seat, didn't want to put the seatbelt on. I don't know, I didn't see her get in the car with a crayon, but she had a blue crayon scribbled all on the back of my back seat. Oh my God. Can't believe that this little girl rode in the back. And I tried to get it, I think it's still there, and it's been like a year. I tried to get it off with water and soap, wouldn't get off, and I was just like, you know what? Forget it. Like, I just know from now on, I might pass up people who got kids that's screaming and crying like that. I mean, I just couldn't believe she couldn't control her child. I had a guy who was a transgender, And that experience moved me too, because what he told me was so sad. He wasn't from the Bay Area. He was from like Missouri or something, and he said that since he's been here, he's been tortured. He's been people have been messing with him. Police have been messing with him. Like, he's just been having a terrible experience. And I remember I dropped him off somewhere in Berkeley, and he lived out of a U-Haul truck. That was just like, I feel like I'm the type of person that, like, when people tell me stuff, I don't like seeing people in distress, and I don't like hearing it. I don't like, because I get so emotional. I feel like when I dropped him off, I was like nearing tears, because he was just so nice, and I just couldn't believe how mean people were to him. But anyway, I hope he's okay. I don't know where he's at. I just hope he's okay. I also had this old couple on New Year's. They was so drunk. This lady tipped me $20. I was like, okay. They was trying to invite me to the party that I was dropping them off at, but you know, I wasn't about to do that. Like, I don't know, y'all. So I also be having like, well, I also had really old people. I had really old people. Like, I had this old man, and you know those, not to talk about old people, but you know those old people that are like really crusty, their skin is really crusty, like it's turning yellow or something, I don't know, because they're not keeping up themselves. They probably got a caregiver. He was so nice. I had to help him get into the car, put his seatbelt on. I dropped him off at his appointment at Kaiser, and I felt like, I didn't know if he wanted me to like walk him all the way upstairs or wherever his appointment was, but I got him out of the car. I helped him out of the car, and he was like, okay, bye, you know, like his little old person voice. He was cute though. Now this one I will never forget. I had a girl on New Year's 2000, we in 2018, New Year's 2017. This girl, she was so cute. She had a latex dress on like Kim Kardashian, but she had a black one. She had a latex dress on, and she got in the car. She was just all like is the word hysterical? She was all like crying and stuff. And she was on the, I think she was on the phone with her mom. She said that her boyfriend had broke up with her right before she got in the car with me. I was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, I mean, you about to go out, so you know, I'm just trying to console her, you know, whatever. I had tissue in the car. She's on the phone with her mom. She's like, so-and-so just broke up with me, and my Uber driver, she's nice enough to like offer me tissue and da-da-da-da. Like, that girl was really having a bad New Year's. I don't know how this happened. I was picking up some high school kids, 4 dudes, and I was picking them up from Starbucks, and it was in the morning. I was about to take them to school, and okay, so you know it's 5 people can fit in a car, right? So it's me, 1 dude in the front, 2 dudes in the back. The last dude gets in, right side in the back. Last dude gets in, and he's halfway in, but I heard the door, like, I'm not looking. I heard the door next to me close, so I'm thinking everybody in. Why did I drive off when the dude in the back was halfway out the door? I twisted his ankle. Oh my God, I felt so bad. I felt so bad. He was like, ah. I felt so bad. I just kept saying sorry on our way to today's school, and he made a scene. He was jumping up and down, and the Starbucks was right next to a gas station. So where I picked him up was like kind of in the gas station Starbucks parking lot. So he was jumping up and down. He's like, oh, and his boys was laughing at him. And I guess something else happened that morning. They was like, bro, you just not having a good day. and they was teasing. I was like, don't do him like that. But I felt so bad. All in all, my last thoughts, the things that I hated was how sometimes it was slow. Like it would be 30-minute span before I get somebody in between rides. But I absolutely loved the people that I met, the life advice people gave me, the real conversations that we had. Like, I had a couple people talking about Trump, but we kept it on the, you know, not to get too into politics, because I'm not very political myself. So, but I will never forget my Uber experience. Like, it was just absolutely overall amazing. Like, for real. Like, people in the Bay Area are just dope. It's really good for people who are in college. Like, you don't want to work a regular like job, part-time job. You want to do something else that's on your own time, because you got to study for exams, you got to do homework, all that. It's really good for college students. Thank you guys for watching. This is my first video. I got a lot of ideas for my YouTube channel. Y'all will have fun with me. I got a lot of things planned for y'all. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't be looking at my video and you don't subscribe. And like this video. Okay, bye. See you guys in the next video.
Let's do it! Do it for the snap!